Swiss Army Man is a 2016 A24 film directed by Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinhardt, starring Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe. That's a lot of Dans. The film centers on the character Hank Thompson, who, upon meeting a living corpse named Manny, escape from a deserted island and embark on an odd journey to find their way back home.
I needed you to help me get home. Okay, buddy?
Okay, buddy.
Swiss Army Man is not your typical movie. Upon first viewing, you may think it's an odd movie and no movie should be made like this. And you are absolutely correct. It has fart jokes, erection jokes, all centered on the film's message about the will to live.
What's happening?
Manny, I think your Wang is guiding us home. It's magic.
Someone like my friend Cesar didn't like how these were mashed together, but I like to think otherwise.
They try to force this message of like, yeah, the duality of man is defined by the dichotomy and juxtaposition of these fart jokes and the man. And I'm like, what are you talking about? No, you can't have both.
Yes, the jokes may come off amateur, but the directors, the Daniels, are against those jokes entirely. And I think using jokes that they stand against really prove themselves in a more of an ironic way.
We kind of said if we can make anyone cry because of a fart, that's like a historic piece of filmmaking.
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest narrative challenges you can
do.
do.
And it was a fun, it was rewarding.
Challenge.
But what makes the movie for me is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is beautiful, and it's written by indie singer-songwriters Andy Hall and Robin McDowell. It consists of mostly vocals. When I listen to this soundtrack, I am always in awe of the beautiful music that was created. Swiss Army Man is almost 6 years old, and I can never get tired of listening to the soundtrack. In fact, I think YouTuber Bobby Burns said it best on his review of the film's music.
The thing is with this movie, the soundtrack literally narrates what's happening in the movie, and the characters are also singing the soundtrack.
After watching Swiss Army Man in theaters, it instantly became one of my favorite movies. I enjoy when movies can be experimental, but Swiss Army Man was beyond that. The directors knew what movie they were making, they knew what message they wanted to convey, and they knew how to execute it.
The movie's about friendship and about collaboration, and we are friends, and we collaborate, but also we have this whole team of people we've been working with for years, and the movie is kind of a behind-the-scenes celebration as well as a on-screen celebration of friendship.
In fact, it became one of Daniel Radcliffe's favorite movies that he has starred in, and he still talks about his favorite scene that they shot to this day. A scene that takes place on an imaginary bus.
If I can have one scene played at my funeral, it will be this scene.
Really?
Yeah. I love.
Why?
Because it's so dumb and so beautiful. I love this film so much, and it says something so weird and lovely about just like being alive and being human and how, crazy the whole experience.